You remember when The Force Awakens first came out and just like the pure joy and elation and nostalgia that Star Wars fans felt when they saw that Lucasfilm logo for the first time? Well, that's how I felt when the Dick House logo came up. Hi, I'm Jacob Cunningham, and welcome to my review for Jackass Forever. Jackass. Now, I was getting pretty excited for this one because, at the risk of sounding like another noteworthy YouTube reviewer, I grew up with Jackass. Like, I really did. It was honestly a big part of my childhood, and my sister and I, when we were way too young, would watch all the shows, all the movies. I probably watched the first movie like once a week for some period of time when I was a kid. And yeah, you know, you think, yeah, I'm watching this like these edgy stunts and this crazy stuff and it's cringy and everything. But it's also like just really fun and watching a bunch of friends hanging out. And yeah, it's fucked and puerile and gross and juvenile and so much fun. And thankfully, this belated sequel really retains the spirit of these movies and is an absolute knockout, in my opinion. First and foremost, this is a Jackass movie. It doesn't change the formula up. It doesn't, like, reach for some sort of poignancy or add a narrative, which a lot of, like, belated sequels of movies like this tend to do. No, it really is just a Jackass movie. The gang hanging out together again and doing crazy stunts. And so, obviously, pretty much everyone's back here except Ryan Dunn, may he rest in peace, and Bam Margera. And yeah, I was a little worried that one, it might feel weird without those two, and two, just with how old the guys are, it might come off as like cloying and desperate and pathetic, like, you know, but it really didn't at all. They slotted back into this so naturally and they went hard. Like, oh, they really punished themselves. And it feels weird to say that like the mark of a positive movie is that people put themselves through hell and did stupid shit, but like, oh, like no one does it like the Jackass guys. Their commitment to the bit, their commitment to like not faking anything and to just, it's crazy. Like there's some life risking stuff in this movie that I don't know how it got greenlit. It's insane. And it is hilarious too. I saw this with a big crowd in the theater and just my face still hurts from smiling, and I saw it last night. It was a riot. It was such a fun time. And there are some great new younger cast members who come aboard for this one too, including people like Rachel Wolfson, Poopies, who was great. Poopies was a delight, despite the name. And yeah, they all brought a lot to the table, and that's not to say that they were there to soak up the hardest stunts. No, the OGs still like did it all, but it brought a nice bit of variety and a bit of young blood into the proceedings, and I thought all the new people were pretty great. And you know, everyone's great here. Wee Man, Preston, Steve-O. And Steve-O, despite like having gotten himself clean and everything, he's still fucking as insane as ever. But the real MVP in this one is Danger Ehren McGhehey, because what a soldier. The shit he puts himself through in this movie is insane. And the reactions they get out of him, like everything he does in this is either going to make you piss yourself laughing or just cower in fear and cringe. And yeah. Hats off to you, Ehren. The captain himself, Johnny Knoxville, takes some gnarly hits as well, and I think he and Steve-O both got hospitalized at some point on this, which, again, is the mark of a great Jackass movie. You know, you've got animal semen, you've got dangerous bugs and insects and animals. Not a ton of public pranks in this one, of course, because it was shot during the pandemic, but that didn't really hold it back at all, and it's just bang, 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 skit after skit. It never loses momentum. It maybe peaks a little early because the best stunt or skit in the film comes pretty early on, but my god, it might be just about the best thing they've ever done. The segment's called Silence of the Lambs, and basically they lock two of the people in a room under the pretense that there are going to be snakes in there, but then they end up just really doing nothing to them and letting them cower in fear of the unknown. And my god, the hardest I've laughed at anything in a theater in quite a long time. They should have sent a poet. Also, this has a really, really great opening sequence that, you know what, I'm not going to tell you what it is, just go see it. a blast and so much fun. Also, if you like dick, there's so much dick in this one. Like, maybe the most dick I have seen in a mainstream American movie, like, ever? Like, in a studio American movie. I don't know how they got away with only having a 15 rating over here, but no. Lots of dicks, lots of assholes, lots of farts, lots of shitting. I mean, Dave England's in the movie. There's going to be shitting. This felt like such a warm hug. And it's weird to say that, but it really felt like such a warm hug. It was such a joyful experience. Watching it with my sister, like, we collectively had a moment of, oh, fuck yeah, when we realized Dave England was about to go take a shit. Like, that's... you can't quantify that feeling, you know? You can't. Great editing. Like, I'm sure there was a shitload of footage for this to pull through. I think I recall one of the guys saying that they had enough footage for 2 movies, so I'm very excited for the inevitable 4.5 behind-the-scenes documentary. But yeah, really, really great editing, like knowing exactly when to cut to a reaction shot and when not to. Really, really brilliant stuff on that front. Some great celebrity cameos. You got people like Eric Andre, Machine Gun Kelly, Tyler the Creator. Maybe they weren't as involved as I hoped they would have. A lot of the time they were just hanging out. But you know, everyone gets got at least once in this film. You can't be on a Jackass set without getting got at least a couple of times. Yeah, all in all, Jackass Forever is a rousing success. Never wavered on its energy at any point. There was a really sweet Ryan Dunn tribute at the end, and yeah, this left me just feeling elated, and I'm still kind of elated, and I'm keen to go back and like rewatch some of the old stuff now. Like, I still watch The Vomlet on a regular basis. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. But yeah, Jackass Forever, I am going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's my favorite movie of 2022 so far. I've only seen 3, technically, but still, I really loved it. It's a comedy, and what a comedy's meant to do, they're meant to make you laugh. And this did so on a more consistent basis than most comedies I've seen in the last few years. So yeah, Jackass Forever, highly recommended. Go see it. Go see it in a theater, and go see it with some of your friends, and just, you know, have a great time. But that being said, there's a caveat. If you're not into this sort of shit, obviously don't watch it. Like, if you're a Jackass fan, you will love this movie. Like, I can almost guarantee it. But if you're not into, like, the juvenile sort of gross out humor sort of stuff, then maybe steer away from it, because it really is more of the same. And yeah, it's not watered down really at all. So yeah, if you want to see a bunch of people get hit in the balls for 2 hours, there wouldn't be a better movie to recommend than Jackass Forever. Seriously, this movie, the art of the nut shot is alive and well. There are so many nut shots in this, so many perfectly executed nut shots. The nut shot is as old as time, and they still manage to reinvent it every single time they come to play. So we salute you, Jackass. Thank you very much for watching. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Letterboxd, blah, blah, blah. What do you think of Jackass Forever if you've seen it? Are you going to see it? And stay tuned. My next video will probably be about the upcoming Oscar nominations, where I'll be giving you all of my predictions for this awards race. Thank you very much for watching.